I've never had a vehicle where people are just so blatantly rude about it. Like,
And he's like, should we just run over the fence, eh? I don't know if you're qualified to write.
Well, it'll be fine because you're not qualified to read.
don't do that to people's cars. It's so disrespectful.
You put on the cowboy hat, dude, you become a different man.
But you're just cruising on in your car at 80 and just all of a sudden, bam!
For a limited time, our listeners can get 15% off OneSkin with our code WIDEOPEN at oneskin.co. I'm super thankful to have OneSkin this year, helping my skin recover from a long summer in the sun. If you're looking to take care of your skin, choose OneSkin. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It is time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code WIDEOPEN at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code WIDEOPEN after you purchase. The last where you heard about them, please support our show and tell them that we sent you. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin.
I'm engaged now.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, it worked, dude.
Yeah.
It worked.
If anyone was wondering how it went, it worked.
Dude.
It was fun. It was nerve-wracking, and it was a windy day, and normally we'd be outside chilling, and she's just in sweatpants and big T-shirt, and she's like, why'd we even come to the lake? It's like not very nice out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Want to watch a movie? And then her friend came over, and I was like, you got a plan, right? To like get her to she's
get
like,
ready.
We'll ask her if she wants to go out to eat, and she's like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, no.
And so I really did not know what to do. So I just kind of panicked and like ran away for like 25 minutes and then like put my nice shirt on. And then she's like, where are you? Like, I'm just hanging out outside. And then she came down and I was like, she's like, what are you doing? And then I was like, you should go put something nice on. And then I'm sure that gave it away.
She kind of felt like you had said it was like going to be this summer.
Yeah.
And you waited until the last official weekend of summer. So I feel like she was last day of
she
summer.
packed 2 big bags of pretty much just clothes. That says a lot.
Yeah, she
Multiple
was ready.
outfits. The best part was obviously doing it, that she said yes. The other best part was Dalton was in a ghillie suit in the bushes for 2 hours, at least 2 hours. But he's like, I want to be early. I don't want to be ruffling around in there. He's in a full ghillie suit. He's got the one camera on the tripod for the video, and he's shooting photos. Luckily, it was windy because like couldn't hear him. But
true.
He killed the game.
As he does. How long was he in the ghillie suit for? How long was he sitting in the woods?
Well, I think he slept in that.
I had to shower with sandpaper to get Evan's stench of his room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because that's where the ghillie suit was?
Yeah.
The suit was in his closet. It was horrible.
What's he doing with that ghillie suit in his closet?
No, there's 2 closets in Evan's room, and one is his, and one is just for C-Boys costumes and gear like
full.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
we have a lot of costumes in there. One of them being the ghillie suit.
I'm just impressed you found it. And that was a good idea.
It was.
Because how do you hide a photographer? I feel like any proposal now, you have to have pictures of it happening. You know, the candid photos of it happening. So to hide a guy in a ghillie suit in the woods was a pretty freaking good idea.
I think that's like the definition of going all out. You're in the ghillie suit in the tree in the woods. Like the only thing that would have made it different if you would have climbed a tree. But like you were in that thing for 2 hours, dude. I don't expect anything less out of Dalton. Not that Mike even asked him necessarily to go that hard, but you ask him to do something, he's gonna go hard.
Yeah.
That's just what he does.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing was Dalton's Snapchat saying, this is the only motherfucker I know that'd be late to his own proposal.
Yeah,
Because Mike is late to everything.
But I like agree and can absolutely laugh at that, but also like doesn't really make sense. Like when you're doing something like that, it doesn't always go to plan.
Yeah, and it's not
And it
right
wasn't.
at like it's not like a hard deadline.
The only thing-
5:08.
Yeah,
I'm
the only
getting
thing
on a
that
knee.
was a hard deadline was when everyone was coming over. That's
Yeah.
what I was most nervous for. I mean, a handful of people were even waiting at the end of the driveway for over half an hour. Just like, obviously, we're not going to pull up before it happens.
Yeah, I know. Everyone was like, well, should we just go over there? Like my mom and dad. So from my side, I'm trying to coordinate everybody there so we could have a nice little after party with all the friends. Everyone's like, all right, when should we come? And then so I'm texting Sydney's friend, Tess. I'm like, what's going on? And Tess is like, I don't know. Sydney's taking forever to get ready. And so it really wasn't your fault that you were late to the proposal.
Right.
Late.
And then, yeah, Tess even said, Sydney's being so nonchalant, like when she's getting ready. But then Tess did tell her, what is he doing? And she's like, I have no idea. So, like, you know, she's obviously not like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Get dressed.
Yeah, it's like, how do you tell
whatever,
someone,
yeah.
like, all right, go? But yeah, it was pretty funny. And so we're all sitting at the end of the driveway, like staged up on the road, so then we could
Ready
come
to
and set the
roll.
party up.
Just a caravan.
Yeah, it was
That
pretty awesome,
also,
though.
Like the little after party we had was it's why we're so tight. I mean, we work together, but we're also just like straight family, and it felt like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really fun. Went
Dude.
out on the pontoon afterwards and just had a night.
Played Duck, Duck,
Bonfire.
Goose.
Yeah.
Played Duck Duck Goose.
Dude.
So the bonfire was just
People are like, wait,
What
are
the
we talking
fuck?
about the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
game?
Yeah.
Duck, Duck, Goose?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the one
sitting
where you
on the ground and then you run around.
some of you may call it Duck Duck Grey Duck.
But
It's
you're
either
wrong.
one.
Dude, people were like falling and shit. Like Gavin's got a
Oh, yeah,
bad
Gavin,
tailbone
like-
now. I
he
sprained
broke
my
his
pinky.
tailbone.
Yeah.
You sprained your pinky
Yeah,
playing Duck,
sprained my
Duck,
pinky.
Goose.
I fell and I went to catch myself and I just like you can. It's not nearly as swollen anymore, but it's still bigger. But
Yeah, it is actually.
couldn't really bend it for like a couple weeks. But
Jeez.
Ken sat that one out, which I think
He was
a
smart.
good idea, Ken.
Even Ryan's dad took a pretty tough tumble playing that.
the grass was just slick, man, and we were,
Giving it. We're
lubricated
going hard.
up, and we were really like running hard.
Yeah, I guess it is really a children's game. I guess you finally hit a time where you're just maybe just a little bit too frail
Yeah,
to
you're
play
not
Duck,
quite
Duck,
as
Goose.
nimble.
No,
you know?
that's for sure. I don't know if anybody caught anybody. But
No.
we're also on like the same athletic playing field,
I think
which some
two-
people might think is an insult and some people might be a
I
compliment.
think 2 people got caught in the entire hour that
Yeah,
game
that we
was
played. But it was a good time. It was a good day. It was
Was.
exciting.
Big
So,
day, big day. Yeah, congrats, Mike.
Thank you. On more good news, we just got back from Heydays, and it was flipping awesome.
It was
And
insane.
I am so thankful for everyone who can make it out. I wish we could do more meet and greets. I wish we could do more outside of Minnesota. Some people drove very far for it, but we really do it big there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, it was
somebody drove
insane.
from California.
That's
California, dude.
And
We are
then-
not close to California. We're like as far from everything as you can possibly be if you don't live in the Midwest.
we
I was
started-
like, man, I'm honored, but you didn't have anything better to do?
No, dude,
Nothing
he's-
better
he
to
was
do?
the man, dude.
Yeah,
he
it
was
was
the man.
cool.
I just
And that was
appreciate
when
that.
we started asking questions. Okay, well, do you have family up here or what? And he's just like, no, I just really wanted to meet you guys.
Saturday was doing it, dude. That was
Yeah,
that
that's
was crazy.
dedication.
But I mean, like, look at this video of us on the truck here. So rowdy.
A mob of
Everyone
people.
just going nuts.
Being up on that truck with that happening, like everything we do, even like a Instagram or Snapchat story, there's a lot of people to view it. But when you get 1,000 or a couple thousand people in front of you, it's intimidating. It's scary, but it's also electric.
You know,
I'm
it's
just
weird.
buzzing after that.
I normally get pretty nervous, like speaking in front of a large group of people, but I wasn't nervous at all for that.
Really?
Like I was just in like a flow state. I was just like doing it, just talking, whatever, and
They did
I
great.
don't
on
know.
the
It was
microphone.
easy. Like they kind of already know you, and you kind of know them in a sense. Like it just feels like you're in front of your friends. But
That's
like if
true.
it was a group of random ass people that didn't even know who I was, or only like kind of maybe,
That's true.
I don't know. Just the fact that they're all there, like that pumped. I just kind of was like, it just felt like you're talking to your homies, even though there was a bunch of them.
Dude, every time that I meet our fans, I'm always just reminded, like, how respectful they are. Well, Ken might say otherwise. Ken might say
I have
otherwise.
some words to say.
Yeah, I was like,
Let's
when
hear
you
it,
say
Ken.
all.
For the
hear
most
it.
part, they are very, very respectful.
there was a number of people that took the liberty that they were going to finger draw some things on the dust in my truck. And I got pretty hot from that.
I haven't
Multiple
seen you.
times.
Yeah, I haven't seen you that heated about anything in well over a year.
Couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you don't do that to people's vehicles. You don't just draw on them in the dust.
Yeah, I think that
Granted, it's totally fine. It's got full PPF on it, but it's
It's a
just like
fridge.
a typical car thing. You do not touch or draw on people's cars.
for the most part, like most people know that, but obviously there was a fair share of, I don't even want to say kids, because like there was like full grown adults doing it.
Yeah,
That was the thing that pissed me off the most was the 30-year-old man that was drawing on my car.
I mean, that's
Bro, I
just
thought
crazy,
you were gonna
dude.
fight
Also,
that
just
guy.
like kind of
Me
weird.
too, dude.
He like kind of was standing.
He backed up and then eventually ran.
Did you guys see the TikTok?
No.
I haven't.
Let me see it.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Let me
though.
see it. What?
It's another thing.
Him freaking out at people?
I was trying to find
no.
it.
Somebody got it.
I'm not on like CBoys TikTok. Like none of that shit comes up on my For You page, but I really wanted to see it.
Here, Ken, get in here.
Yeah, you better be on camera to see it. Look at all these kids drawing on it.
So the funny thing is, oh wow.
Wait,
They
wow.
were fully getting in there.
They're almost like not even drawing. They're just like having their way with the car, no matter what.
I'm pretty sure that people don't look at a Cybertruck as like an actual vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they think it's just like in their imagination, you know, so they're just like, oh, doing this, right? They don't realize that it's an actual truck. Like, people straight up don't think that
I don't know if that's a legit
Cybertrucks
point,
are real
but-
or that Cybertruck drivers have feelings. like how often does somebody come up to you and say something about your truck
Somebody
in like a negative manner?
Every time I go out, like leave the Cormorant area, and I've never had a vehicle where people are just so blatantly rude about it. Like, wow, that is the ugliest vehicle I've ever seen.
And you're just like, thank you, that's my car. What the
like,
fuck?
You should say it to theirs. Yeah, yours is probably like the second ugliest. Yours like,
That's a good response.
Yeah, wow, that Silverado you have out there is bone stock. Wow, how lame.
I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. People are so freaking rude to Ken about his Cybertruck, and it blows me away every time. It's like there's such this internet meme or like thing that it's like you say, it's fake. It's like they aren't real.
Yep.
And Ken isn't real.
Well, okay, so pull up the TikTok.
Oh yeah. You can tell it got cut a little short because I think the kid got really scared because the way that Ken comes up to like the kid is intense. Because you did this. How many times do you think you like yelled at somebody?
Probably 10.
So another time,
pretty funny.
it was on TikTok, and then we commented on it, and I like laughed, and he was just taking a video of someone else doing it, and then he deleted it. So I'm really not sure why.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't fucking draw me.
oh, fuck, Ken.
What do you? Okay, hold on.
It's so hot. So, okay, so that video has almost 1 million views.
Does it?
Yeah,
Where?
on TikTok.
Going viral, Ken.
But
Oh my god!
but the thing about it, there isn't a single comment that like doesn't have Ken's side.
yeah, they're
Or
like riding with
taking
you.
his side. Or
Car
has his
people
back.
are very protective over their cars, and you just don't do that to cars.
The top comment is just don't mess with Ken.
I've been giving it some thought, and you actually made a great point. Like, there's an aura around Cybertrucks, and then also, unfortunately, the crowd was so big that the line took more than an hour, sometimes up to 2, sometimes longer. And so when you're standing in line for that long, and I'm not justifying it by any means, but you just get some of the younger kids that are just like kicking, so bored or whatever, just waiting.
Antsy. You're like excited for this moment. Yeah.
And so there's kind of like that part about it, and I'm just like, maybe did we ask for this? Like, I don't like, because you go to the other booths, and if kids were riding on any of the cars in any of the other booths, it'd just be actually uncalled for. But is it because we had such a big crowd and just so many people?
But they didn't draw on the Ford.
they got it out of their system.
That's true.
Cybertruck.
That's true. Yeah, what the hell, man?
I mean, my Lamborghini's gotten drawn on every year.
Yeah.
My Corvette got drawn on.
Yeah.
Like I know how you feel, Ken.
Did you yell at the kids too?
I went up to one kid and I just said, like, don't do
what
that.
are you doing?
I think it's tough too. One person does it, and then now all of a sudden it looks like this drawing board because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
on it.
it straight up looks like a drawing board. I don't know if you guys got a good look at it.
I got
It
a
was
I got
really
a video
drawn.
before.
I actually didn't. And
It's
then
completely covered.
like
Like,
it-
look
Oh
at
my
this.
God,
Look
dude.
at this.
yeah, no, the whole car.
There's just one that says gay with a dick. Like they just wrote that. But
It
my
blows my
favorite
mind.
part about the whole scenario is to get to that point in line, you're waiting about 2 hours. So you stand in line for 2 hours waiting for that. You got an hour left. You're just finally getting near the booth. And Ken comes up and yells at you. And then you have an hour to stand in line. And you're like, fuck, I'm going to go meet this guy. And he's going to be there. What if he remembers me? Like,
There was one kid he claimed he didn't draw on it, but I watched him draw on it, and I remembered the shirt and the hat combo, and I was like, and I followed him like snake his way up there, and he's like, "No, it wasn't me."
Yeah, Ken, you did double down on that kid, but
'Cause
he
I
was
watched-
pretty persistent.
I
of
watched
just
him
being
do it, and I was
it
like-
wasn't me.
I watched him do it, and I remembered the hat.
this guy actually, oh my, like he's a full grown ass man.
Like-
I'll give the kid some slack.
Yeah.
You should not be drawing stuff in people's cars. Okay, my bad. Like, you're a grown adult. Don't be doing that shit.
Like, he right away was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Came back to reality, but that is fucking funny.
What's
dude.
he got? What's he got? Like little mini donuts?
Yeah,
no,
Cheese
bro.
curds, cheese curds in a dew.
Oh my gosh, Ken! It was really funny watching you go after the people. Honestly, they deserved it. I agree. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a Cybertruck. Shouldn't do that. Luckily, I will say, which is in your favor, is like your car's PPF and it's a Cybertruck, like they can fucking hit it with bats and shit.
Yeah, it's literally fine.
You know,
It's
like-
totally fine, but it's like just the principle. Don't do that to people's cars. It's so disrespectful.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen you that fired up in a long time.
Bro, when you watch that video, you can see how hot he is because his
I
neck
was-
is red.
I was so hot. Like I was pissed off, and I looked over and I was watching the
I
kids.
know the whole time.
Yeah,
Kevin
Ken
was
was
looking
seeing
at
red,
True.
dude. He was straight up seeing red.
we were
I was scared. And then some kid fucking put Ben on there, so it looked like I was signing it too, of course.
Somebody did write a phone number on my car, and I did sign them up for a few different like marketing scams. So
Ken. That's your
sold-
payback.
Just enter their number and like an insurance quote.
yeah, no, that's what I did.
Because they just constantly call you.
yeah.
They never quit calling you.
That's some true revenge there, Ken.
That
You
is-
thought that one
it's,
out.
it's definitely not that. It's definitely one of their friends, but it's still just
Yeah.
it feels good.
Bro, we were standing there for 7 hours, right? Taking pictures. And the whole time, every time I looked at Ken, he was just like looking at his Cybertruck for 7 hours, basically like,
It wasn't until
They
like
touching it?
wasn't until like noon that I think it really started getting going of people
so
driving.
5 hours then.
Yeah. So only 5 hours of having to deal with people writing on it. I think learn some lessons. Maybe we'll just not use a car as a thing for the line.
Yeah.
I wanted people. I'm like, fuck. They stand in line for so long. I just want to give them something to look at, you know, or like be a part of the booth so they could see it. But maybe a car wasn't the best idea. Apparently not Ken's truck.
It's a learning experience.
So did the kids.
Yeah.
Ken's gonna bubble wrap.
I
his
knew
car
they were
next
gonna.
year.
I knew they were gonna touch the Jeter. That's why I picked up the caution tape and everything.
That was
Marked it up.
smart.
Not a single person touched it.
I think one finger swipe I saw on the wing.
That could have been for me, probably like
Yeah.
loading it or something like that. We'll take that. Do you guys ever remember a time when you were a kid and you like before
Yeah,
you
my
learned?
dad would get mad.
Yeah.
I knew at a very early age.
Yep, that I remember
maybe.
being very, very young, and I drew. My dad had this blue Chevy or GMC pickup, and I drew like "I love you, Dad" or something like that in it. You know, something like I was just trying to be like a kid, you know. And he wasn't like that at all. But I remember that was the moment I learned that you do not touch a dirty car, you know, and like draw on it.
To be fair though, at the same time, like we're pretty hard on our stuff, so like they see that and think that they probably don't care at all.
It's true. I was surprised that you cared that much, but
It's just the principle. You just don't do that to stuff.
nobody does selling better than Shopify. It is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and it's no secret. Businesses that want to grow with Shopify. So don't mess around with inferior website building apps and go straight to the best with Shopify. They make it so easy to design and build your website to accept all types of payments. But the best part is, if that task sounds a little bit too daunting for you, they have integrated app solutions and support built right in so a professional can do it all for you. If you're trying to sell online, I cannot recommend Shopify enough. They truly make the back end of our website a flawless place for everyone from anywhere to come and shop, and we couldn't do what we do without Shopify. So guys, upgrade your business to Shopify and use the same checkout that we use. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/wideopen, which is all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/wideopen now to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/wideopen. TD, tutty, taken to the house, whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. And if you're ready to place your first NFL bet, try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. The Vikings, they're on a bit of a roll lately, and I'm ready to hammer some bets for week 3. Pick the favorite or go for the underdog. It's up to you. So are you ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Bet with DraftKings. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, which is the best place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WIDEOPEN. That's code WIDEOPEN for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us and DraftKings. Only on the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available. For problem gambling, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction, void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer only available to new and former NFL customers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms. I did get to squash some beef at Heydays, which was, I think, good. It was fake beef, but I did get to squash some beef.
Who'd you have beef with?
Well, and honestly, kind of more like the people who watch us, I think, had beef with him.
Talking about Ostacruiser?
Ostacruiser.
Gosh, it was great to
He's
meet
been
him.
over here, dude.
Dude,
We were
what are
buddies
you
with him.
talking about
No,
right now?
I,
do you mean?
I
You
know
had
Ryan-
beef with Ostacruiser?
No, I
No.
just told you I got to squash beef for our community of people who watch us.
I didn't know our community had beef with Ostacruiser.
Not,
Really?
I would say not
No.
even currently.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's came over to
Alright.
our shop
Yeah, he's
like
been
years
here
ago.
before.
I know I wasn't there either for that, but I did the same with his wife. I like she kind of had like, it's great to finally meet you. Yeah, you go ahead. But the fake beef of the jet ski jump.
Oh.
I was like, geez, come on,
Yeah, do
man.
you guys not remember that?
I don't.
Okay.
Every time that jet ski jump gets posted, everybody goes, he was copying Cboys did it first, which is slightly inaccurate, fully inaccurate, because he did it first.
Oh wait, and I was like kind of on the other page where when we this is way back, just remembering when we first posted it, everyone's like, nice jump. Ostacruiser kind of already did that.
And he landed it.
Yeah, and then we're just like,
Man, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I just
Same.
remember seeing that video, and then we were like, oh, damn, we've wanted to do that.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's possible.
Exactly. And that's obviously how it goes. We've explained that before, where you can do something if somebody already did it. Sometimes when the idea is really original and huge and maybe costs a lot of money and then you do the same thing, probably pretty Cheeto. But if it's just something like, I want to jump a jet ski over a road too, then go do it.
Dude, yeah, who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah, and he had a good point. He goes, I probably wasn't the first guy to ever jump a jet ski over a road.
Yeah.
He goes, but I did have, I was
yeah.
the first one on video, I
Did it big
guess.
time.
So it is
Gosh,
kind
though,
of funny.
Dude, he is, that was my first time meeting him. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
One, just his Canadian accent's funny, but like the energy out of this guy, he's laughing and has all the energy. Like, so I swear he has more energy than any of us.
Well, I think that might be for a reason.
We went out, we took the Sherp to
Yeah,
the
I was in
party.
there. I was in there.
Yeah. And he wasn't drinking, but he was slamming Red Bulls. I think we went like 1-to-1 on Tony's to Red
Holy
Bull for him.
crap.
It was
Ryan
like
said he saw him drink 4 Red Bulls.
yeah, it was every time he had a fresh Red Bull. I was like, dude, this guy is on it. It was awesome.
And he was, yeah. We like pulled up to the big after party in the Sherp, and I'm like, this is how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, should we just run over the fence, eh?
He was so, yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Well, I'm glad that you guys got that beef squash.
Yeah, it was good. So I think we got to go up to Canada and do mudding.
I told him that.
Hit the
I was like,
skeg.
dude, we got to come up. Our buddy Gavin, 3-wheeler Gavin, was just up there. Looked like a great time.
Yep.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
sign us up.
I think it's like one of the only things. Like I think Canada has lots of really crazy rules with whatever the president guy named Trudeau that people don't like. But in Minnesota, if you so much as touch a swamp or a cattail, it's like straight to jail.
Yeah.
But up in Canada, they just let
go
you
for it.
rip it.
Yeah, and it does. That is like such a Canadian thing.
Yeah, you just go up
Muskeg.
in the
The
skeg.
skag. Yeah.
Skeg.
We
Yeah,
got
we gotta go
we'll
and
make
do
it
that.
happen.
Do you guys see that? I got a nice picture with Evan's mom and her twin sister.
I did.
I did.
Dead.
Pretty
Yeah,
sick.
pretty happy about it. I'm getting it framed right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Printed out big.
just like one big one and then like one just like a smaller one for my
Some
office.
wallets.
Yeah,
So wallet
It's
cards.
probably not too late to add that to the order, but yeah.
You
Put it on your like visor. in
Yeah,
your
I was
car.
just saying, get the little thing, put
I
it
really
in your
should.
visor.
God, she's just such a nice lady.
Brought us cookies and everything.
Yeah.
Brought
Made
us
us
the
cookies.
best cookies.
Best
too much,
cookies.
Too much salt in those things, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved them.
They
Even
maybe
Alex
saved
liked
that
the
kid's
cookies
life.
so. Alex liked the cookies so much that she took them home.
Oh, wow.
She took like part of them home.
No, I was
Oh,
just,
that's what the cookies were
honestly
last night.
said that. I said that for Evan because he's just like, oh, everyone always rants and raves about her cookies. And I say, it's my grandma's recipe. There's too much damn salt in those things. And as I'm eating it, I'm like,
Of course, he doesn't like.
yes,
the damn
there
cookies.
is.
For
There's-
sure.
Of course he does.
He's
There's
finding
way
some.
too much salt in these things. But, and it's to each their own.
It was funny when we were sitting there and like meeting the like just fans and stuff. People were like, "Hey, Evan, you're Cheeto." Like some people were like just like
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of attacking him in that way, like against him. And then like there were some people that would come up and like you could tell like they just want to be like Evan, or like they want to just say whatever like to please him and kind of get on his side.
Yeah.
This kid comes up, he goes, he shakes all of our hands, talks all of us, and then Evan's the last one at the end of the line. He goes, "Hey Evan, and by the way, I agree, everything's Cheeto." And then he just walks away like this. Like
Everything.
Yeah, everything's Cheeto. And I look at Evan and I go, "Do you see what you're starting? Everything's Cheeto now.
Everything.
But the way he said it, just his like vibe and demeanor, he's like, "Everything's Cheeto.
Everything is Cheeto.
Everything is Cheeto." And then he just walks away, kind of like,
Raising punk kids.
Yeah.
That's just a pessimist to the world right there.
It really is funny. There's a lot of. I mean, I'm just getting force-fed hot dogs by kids and homies of all ages.
I know, dude. I'm glad. Like, I don't have like my thing now. You know, like Ken's apparently is drawn on his truck. Evans is Cheetos, so he gets lots of Cheetos. You got hot dogs. I miss
I
lunch.
can't believe you looped that in there.
And
like,
I was
that's
like-
Ken's thing.
That's Ken's
How
thing
fun.
now.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't fuck with this car. But I was like, damn, like I wish someone would bring me something.
they brought you a couple Mountain Dews.
I got 2 Mountain Dews.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I got a
That's true.
hockey jersey.
That
Yeah,
is
that
cool.
was-
He gave
Actually,
me a hockey jersey. That was nice. A nice note. Evan got Cheetos. They'd bring
Lot
me
of
small
Cheetos.
bags of Cheetos, and then they'd say, "You're a Cheeto."
You got all 3 sizes of Cheetos, like the fun size and like the full bag.
No, he didn't actually. I took one of the bags home. I'm like, you don't want these? Wow. Evan loves Cheetos. He just
Hungry
had a
Mike.
lot. He just had a lot. I also love Cheetos. Man, Cheetos. Cheetos are so good. Super hot fire Cheetos, whatever those are, flaming hot.
Yeah, Cheetos are making a comeback
I
after
just love
sponsoring
Cheetos.
Evan's rap.
Or it's like whenever I hear people that are like, I don't really like Cheetos. Like, I don't like Cheetos. I don't eat them. I'm like, what? It's just like a pastime. Like, Cheetos are Cheetos, man. They're not Cheeto.
The thing about like the super hot Cheetos is once you start eating them, you like can't stop eating them because like then your mouth is on fire and like the only thing that like cools your mouth down is like another hot Cheeto.
I don't even know if it's real. Like the Red Ford, like they're really good. And then the next day you just hate your life on the toilet and you're like, what is the point of hot Cheetos?
Well, I mean, Ben, you're a year out now from your appendix being out. Do you miss spicy food? I know you miss a lot of things, but
Yeah, I miss spicy food so much, Ryan.
because you were big
I
on the
miss
Big
spicy,
spicy food guy.
I heard you talking about it the other day too. I assumed you did. You loved putting hot sauce and spicy food. You loved it.
Dude,
You
I
were
used
like,
to put hot sauce on
you weren't even
everything.
peaked out yet. You were like, let's
No, I was just
run
getting
up that.
started,
I'm not
dude.
saying you were like getting hotter and hotter, but you were just like, hot sauce on this is perfect, and this with this hot sauce is so good. And
Dude,
You
it
were
was
like
so good.
special ordering like extreme hot sauces.
Yeah, I had,
that was happening too.
yeah.
I mean, I'm still on the hot sauce. Why? Do you think that it's bad for you being on hot sauce?
I don't know. I mean, Justin loved hot sauce, lost his appendix. Me, loved hot sauce, lost my appendix.
Oh shit!
I love hot sauce. I have quite a bit of hot sauce all the
Do
time.
you still have your appendix?
Yeah.
Well, CJ,
It's a little alarming. Like, is that actually like a possible thing that comes with like super hot sauces?
it's hard to say, but yeah, no, I miss hot sauce so much, Ryan.
Fuck, sorry to bring it
Yeah,
up. That's on me. It's just the year anniversary of it, and I figured.
Yeah. Happy 1 year anniversary to my body.
To your appendix. Last thing about Heydays, our buddy Taryn was out in the swaps, which is like the swap meet side of things. It gets to be a bit of a party late at night. And so he was watching this guy rev bomb his bike and got absolutely clobbered by it.
What?
I mean,
Got
just
caught in the crossfires?
yes. And so it happened, and he was telling me about it in the morning, and then this video started circulating around, and they're like, wait, that's Taryn. And so it got back to him, and he sent it to me. I'm going to skip forward because it's basically just
No way.
It's just-
There he is in the red
Okay.
jacket.
in the
There
red
it is.
jacket back here.
So it's a huge crowd. He was just legit in the crossfire.
This guy
Someone
just
hit shifted it up.
just running the crap out of this thing.
Yeah, someone definitely came and shifted that thing.
Look at you.
He's so happy. He's so happy.
Oh, shit. Oh my. Dude, that's. Oh.
All right, play it through. It's slow motion, dude.
Oh.
I mean, he's standing just not in a defensive position at
No.
all. Tony in hand, phone in the other.
Oh, he got in the nuts. He got in the
Blew his shades off his head.
bro.
Instead of like cut him open.
Why'd they cut the camera?
Okay, also, I'm pretty sure you can't see it, but it looks kind of like the guy that was standing on the bike was the one who shifted.
He accidentally shifted it up.
Yeah, he said it was all cool. They like talked about it afterwards, but yeah, he it goes so fast from right there to just turns nuts.
Bro,
Oh man.
that's really funny.
He has like a huge cut on his leg. It was like it almost like cut off his balls.
Dude, that's
Bro,
why
he
you should
hit him-
never stand in front of a rev bombed out bike.
I know. I was
Very
like,
true.
dude, that one's kind of on you, man.
Standing there smiling, videoing it. Next thing you know, he's just looking on his phone. It's like, man, it's getting closer and closer to the pit.
Does he have a video?
Yeah, I
of
was
it?
like, where's your video of it?
Dude, that is so fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, it just is awful. And then Chase sent me a video of the same party where some guys jump a dirt bike and they're riding two up, but then the one guy gets knocked out, and it's just not really.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
it is pretty bad. I watched it, and I got an icky feeling, so I don't even want to make you guys watch it and have an icky feeling too.
Oh man, I'm so glad that I went to bed and didn't partake in any of those activities.
Did you?
That would
No,
have been,
I
yeah,
didn't.
that would have been a shame.
Actually,
if-
I went to bed because last year I'm still freaking like regretting what I did at Heydays last year.
That
Went
would've-
on a bender. I talked about it on the last pod. Yeah, so I shut her down at midnight this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably
I
smart.
guess
Ryan,
was there
I
too.
shut her down with you, brother.
Yeah, I
We
just
both passed out in the bed.
I
That's
was
exactly the same time I went to bed.
really. But
And
you-
maybe
look at us.
12:30.
wow, you're up later. I just was walking around one of the parties, and I was talking to somebody, and I just went, I don't think I've made a ton of sense for the last 5 minutes. And I went, probably better just call it.
Yeah.
And then I went back, and I was going to kind of just hang around the booth, and then we were out of beer, and I went, all right, guess I'm going to bed. So it was a nice cutoff. Ken, you were out late, though.
I don't remember.
I heard Cowboy Ken was in full force, too.
I don't remember.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Really? You fully blacked out?
When I got back to the motorhome, then I did.
Well, that's okay. That's good. The
What were
second,
you up to?
I don't even know.
The second-
just legitimately should have gone to bed, and I'm just walking around doing up to no good.
Oh, I would have loved
I
to
saw a
see
video of Ken pushing a stroller. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, no, I was leaning on it.
Ah, got it. Well, I pulled up to the party, and I just got stopped by a couple fellas right before I made it there, and I see Ken just strutting.
Oh
Ken,
yeah,
Ken.
cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
Yeah, you're on a mission, and then I
Oh,
got.
that must have been when I was leaving.
I got to the party. Of course, yes, it was. I got to the party, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, see that guy, that older guy? He pissed Ken off. He made him leave." And everyone's like, "Yeah, he made Ken leave."
No way!
Yeah.
You did that?
Via is a company dedicated to harnessing the natural benefits of hemp to create high-quality wellness products. Via is also well-renowned for their premium indoor THCA flowers, soothing topicals, and calming drops, which are all crafted with the highest quality hemp source from trusted, independently owned American farms. The THCA flower strains are grown with care and rigorously tested to ensure the highest quality, free from harsh pesticides or nasty chemicals. Via is constantly adding new strains to its website every week, and they're always receiving fresh new strains from their independent farms. Sometimes at night, I really struggle to unwind when I get to bed, so I'm very excited to try out their CBD sleep gummies and get better sleep. And if THC isn't for you, you can still take advantage of their CBD line with products designed for sleep, focus, and energy. Via legally ships to all 50 states in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee, no medical card required. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code WIDEOPEN to receive 15% off after you purchase. They'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. If you're like me, you had a little bit of too much fun in the sun this summer, just remember, it's no secret that UV rays can take a toll on our skin, leaving it dry, tired, and less vibrant. So if you want to hit the undo button on UV-induced aging, say hello to OneSkin. OneSkin works tirelessly to repair, rejuvenate, and erase the signs of summer damage, ensuring that you step into this new season with the healthiest skin of your life. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 15% off OneSkin with our code WIDEOPEN at oneskin.co. I'm super thankful to have OneSkin this year, helping my skin recover from a long summer in the sun. If you're looking to take care of your skin, choose OneSkin. and make sure your skin looks and feels younger and healthier. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It is time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code WIDEOPEN at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code WIDEOPEN. After you purchase, the last where you heard about them, please support our show and tell them that we sent you. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin. No, the older guy
Some
did.
random guy did.
Yeah, but
Oh,
and
no.
then
I was just drunk and I was like, I
and
gotta leave.
It's kind of what I said. So then I start chopping it up with said fella, and I was like, "So you were just talking to Ken?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," and he was like really nice, just really drunk, and he honestly he wasn't annoying me at all. And they were like, "Dude, that guy you were just talking to, that's the one that made Ken leave."
Damn,
And then
dude,
I was-
everybody noticed who you were talking to and when you left. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so then I was like,
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
Brian,
think.
you see a big man.
I
in a
honestly,
cowboy hat, like,
I bet you Ken just wanted to check out. Who knows? Maybe he already was checked out. But yeah, it was just funny.
The only thing that I heard was somebody who was around that booth comes over and goes, "Dude, I was watching my friend talk with Ken, and Ken was telling this story, and it went on for like 5 minutes, and the guy just stopped you and goes, Ken, what are you drinking? You're making no sense right now, man."
yeah. He said, I'm building a boathouse, but I want my boathouse to look like my buddy's boathouse, but he hasn't bought his boathouse yet, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
I was full Micah talking in circles.
No, you were Cowboy Ken, dude.
No,
When you
no,
put
no,
on the cowboy hat, dude, you become a different man.
I saw the people are calling him Big K.
Big K?
Yeah, they dropped the EN. You went from Big Ken to just Big K.
It from Grant to Ken wasn't short enough.
Big K.
Big K. I don't know why that's
That's
so
what they used to call Kmart.
One-
The
one-
big K.
Once you realize you're talking in circles, it's time for bed.
And
The
you know,
Big K.
the worst part about it, Ken, is most times you don't even know.
Oh, you fully realize like, oh shit, I am too drunk to be
No,
speaking.
No.
No.
Most
Most of the times.
most times people don't even know.
Yeah,
True.
that's why.
So that was good on you, Ken.
Do you remember coming in the camper at 4 a.m.?
No, that's when I blacked. No, I wasn't there for it.
Hold on, I want to hear this.
Yeah,
Let's hear it. Hop on, Dalton. Tell it right there.
Ken comes in the RV at like 4 a.m.
It was 2:00. I have receipts in my phone actually because I lost my phone in the camper.
Either way, it was late at night. He walks in. I hear it stumbling around. Opens the fridge. Anyone want a dog? He goes, makes a dog, goes to bed.
Is that
Sounds
it?
about right.
That's it. That was so random.
Sounds about right.
I'm saying
I thought he was throwing hot dogs around the camper.
No, but he did rip off half of Micah's pocket dog earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a secret hot
there's
dog.
not even much to get into it. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's secret. He's just so overshadowed by me. But I had two dogs from
the Joey
two
Chestnut
guys,
and he's
and
Kobayashi.
threw a hot dog in the pocket, and it had a nice look to it. And then Ken comes over and just
So uncalled
throws it.
for.
I was like,
I was
"Oh,
hungry.
come on."
I was looking for a little snack, and it was a nice little pick me up.
I know, just it's the principle.
Hey, so speaking of hot dogs, another CBoys podcast. Here we go
Yeah,
again.
hot dogs.
Joey Chestnut just like walked.
Yeah,
Kobayashi.
My theory was wrong.
it
I was completely wrong.
He just
Betting odds were right.
Joey's just the best.
Yeah, that's true. And Kobayashi also like really did kind of put on for him. He did it for him. He still wanted to break his own record. He kept going.
Did he?
But Mr.
I
Chestnut
think
just put on a
I
clinic.
think he beat his own personal record. But gosh, dang, dude, Joey. They were talking about how they're like, hey, yeah, ever since he learned how to eat like this, because he doesn't do the dunk thing anymore, like hot dog, dunk the bun. Now he just does the whole thing, and somehow is even faster at that, even though he'd been eating it the other way for
Yeah.
like years and years.
So analytical.
It's amazing.
5 hot
You
dogs?
should be a commentator.
Yeah.
I should be a commentator because like everyone's always like, you should join a hot dog eating contest. I'm like, dude, I mean, you're either good at it or you're not.
You
Like,
have the passion for it, but not the talent.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, you're like a motocross commentator.
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
Those dudes don't know how to even like like drop the clutch without flipping her over, but they can somehow
yeah, James
like
Stewart doesn't know how to ride a dirt bike.
maybe they're not only but
But yeah, I could be a hot dog eating contest commentator for sure.
So I found something kind of cool the other day. I found old aerial pictures of Cormorant, but from like the 50s and 60s. And so I was really hoping to be able to see like where our track is if that old farm was there in these. But it's pretty cool like, I don't know how they did this and how they pieced all these pictures together of apparently all of Minnesota, but there's a little spot down there. It all used to be field, but you can see the road in to that all those old buildings, the abandoned buildings that are in our track field.
You can like see the buildings more.
Yeah, like the trees aren't all overgrown over it.
Yeah, it is crazy to think like that used to be a functioning farm.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold
Where our
on.
track
What?
is. Like right there, right in the middle.
Kind of
Yeah,
the
that-
lighter colored
lighter
field.
color is where the track is, and then there's like literal farmstead there.
You can see where they had the house.
Yeah.
It was almost open. Yeah, not overgrown at all. Huh.
Yeah, so
What
that
year was that?
That was from 8/11/1953.
That's wild. So in 1953, I'd assume this place was just all gravel, everything. Like there was not such a thing as a paved road.
Paved road around here. Here's Cormorant in 1953.
Holy
Looks about the
crap.
same.
Which kind of, it makes me laugh because other than the Cormorant store not being there, it is literally the exact same.
I remember when my parents first moved out here, all the roads are gravel. They didn't pave any of these roads till like the
Dude, that sounds
late
terrible.
90s, early 2000s.
Really?
Fuck,
Like
really?
even the highways?
All the highways around here were all gravel.
And then here's Cormorant in 1974. It's looking a little more. The Cormorant store is there, but still obviously gravel. And, you know, I wonder if those guys in 1974 would have ever thought that there would be just a heated dog race mayor. For mayor dog race? You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're saying.
Hey, zoom in over on Pelican there in 65 down by Zorba's.
Yep.
Yeah,
Zorbas.
so it looks like they had Zorba's there.
Zorbas was there by the looks of it. Or
No,
at least a
that
building
was
was.
a boathouse.
That was a boathouse. That was an old marina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So apparently
Wait,
there's a whole
I thought
software.
the town used to be on the left side over by Pelican. That's what Jill was saying.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like Cormorant used to not be where Cormorant is, and it all like burnt down, or somebody burnt it down, or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I was talking to a local last week, and he was saying there used to be like 3 different bars, a couple different brothels, like right on that strip going west
You used to
from
have
Zorba's.
brothels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we fell
was like-
off.
Dude,
It's a good thing we don't have a brothel in
my
town,
question is
honestly.
like, where was everyone coming from?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, way out here.
What's a brothel? Is that a soup kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicken brothel?
something of the
They
sort.
still have brothels in like Nevada. It's legal.
Soup kitchens.
Yeah, soup kitchens.
And this one's actually probably, I think, the craziest one because, like, look at Cormorant when it was dried up.
So much smaller than it was.
This was in 39.
Sandy beaches.
Dude, where the heck did all this water come from? Like, there isn't water anywhere.
It's a good question.
How the fuck do they have a picture from 1939?
What?
That's
The farm.
that's the farm.
Isn't that crazy?
That was 1939.
Yeah, I can't believe that when was flight invented, Ken?
Well, I mean, they had it in like the
I mean,
early
I guess,
1900s
the Wright brothers.
Wright brothers were like 1910 something.
because they were flying in World War II. And
1903. We're only been in the air for like 30 years, and now they're up there taking pictures of the whole state. So you can actually go online and find pictures, aerial pictures of your whole state.
That is
They
wild.
did this through the years, so it's actually kind of cool. I'm a little bit of a historian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think history of this area is cool. Maybe I'll put it in my book. Maybe I'll write a book about our history.
You keep saying that, Ryan, but I don't know. I don't know if you're qualified to write.
Well, it'll be fine because you're not qualified to read.
No shit, dude. Yeah, I heard Ryan wrote a book. Can somebody read it to me? When's the audiobook coming out, Ryan?
Can you imagine the look? You like really chirping Ryan for writing a book. Turns out
I'd be
this
stoked
guy
if he
can't
actually
read.
did.
I would be too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be
You think
sick.
You think people are still going to be writing books in 40 years? Like, why would you? Why would
Yes,
you write a book?
yes, but I also agree. Like, there's got to be some dwindling going on.
Yeah.
How many
What do you
people
think,
are
dude?
writing
People,
books?
love books.
People we hang around don't really read books, but
Yeah.
My girlfriend does.
a lot
Really?
of people are
Yeah.
really big book readers. I'm sure it's definitely gone down a ton. Like you look back, obviously, with the invention of TV and
Kindles.
like all these new things that come out for entertainment. But back in the day, like you'd read a book for entertainment.
Ryan says Kindle. Like, you still have to write a book for it to be on
a Kindle.
freaking Kindle, bro.
My bad.
Sorry, yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just writing like a Kindle story.
Oh, nice. What is that? It's like a book, but way different.
Back in the day, like now, if you spend too much time on like your phone or your iPad, your mom's like, you're going to rot your brain. But like back in the day, do you think people are like, you should be working in the sawmill, not reading books?
I
Do you-
bet-
or do you
yeah, I
think
bet
books
that
have
happened,
always
yeah.
been like a good thing for your
No,
brain?
because if you're smart and a person full of wisdom, you probably read a lot of books, and you want your offspring and other people around you to read books. But if you're like, I made a bunch of money working hard. You're like, stop reading them books. I could totally see it.
I think like 95% of like the most successful people in the world are always like, I read books. Really? And that's a large reason that I'm successful. And then the other 5% are the anomalies.
YouTubers.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's just like a very common thing to do for successful people. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that means like retaining, information.
Yeah, what are you getting out of these books that you can't get out of something else, Like, do you think now the new form of that is like people who watch YouTube and like actually watch the right videos where you can learn
it's hard to say,
stuff like that?
I don't think that you retain as much by like watching.
Just watching.
Reading a book, you're like fully invested towards reading that. Whereas
That's probably
watching
true.
a YouTube video, you can be completely paying attention to something else and just have that on in the background.
For me, at least, I probably learn more with like a video or a film because then I'm like listening and I'm watching. If I'm reading, I start just reading, but I like, just start thinking about other things. I'll read like 2 pages. I'm like, what did I even just read?
Yeah.
Like I read it, but I didn't process it.
But I do the same thing watching videos. As in, like, you read the whole page and be like, how did I even just do that and not retain any of it?
Yeah.
But I mean, do that on a video too. You look away for like what feels like 1 second and you're like, damn, dude, I just missed that whole minute of what he was talking about. Part of the video I wanted to see. And here you
gotta
are
go back.
redoing it just like you reread it.
Wait, what do you guys learn more by doing, reading, or what are the 3 ways of learning? Damn, we need a teacher in here. But like, do you learn more by doing or reading? We'll just go with that.
For sure, doing.
You feel like you're a doer?
Dude, I can barely read, so 100%
a doer.
But
Do you
there's
think you're a
more
real?
yeah, I'm definitely like a doer, but
I mean, there's so much to that.
I can't remember-
I'd say most people, like, no matter what, until you do it,
True.
you don't know what you got to do.
I can't remember how they phrased the question properly. It's like, what would you rather do to solve a problem? Read how to do it or just like figure it out on your own?
Yeah.
And it's something to do with like your creative and mental problem solving. And I feel like we're all the same in that way.
Visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, which is doing.
So many people might say that, but they don't actually do it.
I mean, to really do something right, you need to have a mix of everything.
Yeah.
Do something, but you're not going to do it right.
What the hell are we even talking about right now?
Yeah.
What the
Sorry.
fuck are we talking?
I don't know. I thought we could really fucking roll through with heydays and whatever, but fuck.
wait.
No,
It's kind of funny.
I just laughed.
No, it is.
We're just like, I don't know.
And then Ryan says, I thought we could roll through with heydays. And I was like,
I don't know.
that was a while ago.
I know.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
I thought that there would be a bunch of stuff that we could really, really go off.
For the record, so did I, but here we are.
Talking about the 3 stages of learning.
Oh, man.
Brother, I do not think we're qualified to be talking about this.
I think that's the best part is that we can't even remember like what they are, let alone give the definition, let alone like teach someone else anything.
Apparently it's 3 stages. It's not even 3 fucking types. The 3
that's
stages
how
of
I
learning.
look at
Just
it.
how you said it was.
That's kind of what I was thinking, too. I was
No,
like,
but-
I feel like if you do, yeah.
Trying to be wisdom.
Dude, and this isn't even like calling CJ out, but let's say CJ and I are putting together like these chairs. You'll kind of like, you'll read the directions too, but you'll skip a few steps. And then I'm like, damn it, CJ, just read the directions. And you're not the only one to do that. Like, because there's plenty of times I don't read the directions, but I always found in stupid little things like that how to put together this chair or the desk or I don't know. But if you just read the directions, and they're not too complicated, as in like too stupid, some directions are from China and whatever, you can't read them. You read the directions, you almost always get it right.
If you're putting together a bookcase, are you guys reading the directions?
Yes. But I like learned the hard way.
No.
I mean, it depends. If you can just look at it and see how it goes together, it's like, why the fuck would I read the directions?
But I just hate running into those things later on. You're like, wait, these bolts are too long for this part. Oh, I used those bolts down there, and then here you are taking it apart.
Taking it apart.
Dude, Ryan, you'll learn this now that you're moving into a new house and you're getting furniture. Bro, when you have to put together furniture, that shit can actually be so complicated.
And so time consuming.
Because there's like every bolt is like a different length. And then every drawer, you have to do something before you put the drawer in. And then if you do that, and then you're missing like the peg on the back.
Yeah, it's got to go together
Bro,
like in
it's
the right way.
Such a pain in the ass. I used to be like a big like fuck directions guy. And then I had to start building furniture.
And then a bookshelf puts you in your
Yeah.
place. It's
Yeah,
like,
actually.
damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of my big turning moment. And then one time I was actually like building something with Big Wrench. I think it was just like shelving for the shop. And he was like, "Where are the directions?"
Really?
And I was like,
Chill.
I was like, "What do you need directions for, Big Wrench? Like this dude can build anything out of nothing." And he was like, "Why are we doing this the hard way when there's directions somewhere?" And then we went and found the directions, and then he had it banged out in like 30 minutes versus like an hour and a half to get there.
Of fooling around with it. See, I would have thought he would have been a no directions guy.
That's what I thought too. I was kind of
like
caught off guard there.
raw dogging it.
Yeah, I thought that too. But yeah, he was just like, "No, why would I waste time by trying to figure it out?"
Figured out when I could just read the directions.
Yeah, I was like, "That's a great point. It's a great point."
That is, you brought it up. I did buy a house, boys. You guys know, but I'm moving in on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, it was
So
like,
tomorrow.
You
Yeah,
you
actually.
close
Tomorrow?
Well, you
Tomorrow.
close
Oh my gosh,
tomorrow,
dude,
right?
that's
The 10th?
exciting.
Yeah.
That's wild.
The whole time leading up, because like you buy it and you do all the stuff, and then it's like, yeah, there's this date down the road. I'm like, we'll be ready by then. And then you throw in the chaos of our lives, and we could move in tomorrow, and we don't have anything.
So you're not moving in.
We'll start moving stuff in. We're gonna paint the walls first, and then we're gonna move in. But I'm like, dang, dude, I need to buy a couch, a bed frame. I like have a bed, but I don't have a frame to put it on.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's actually a lot of it's kind of time consuming, and it's like it's not like light decisions because you're like, okay, so
I'm stuck
like
with this.
I need to get this is gonna cost a lot of money. You're looking at a couch, for example. You're like, okay, so I want it to be comfortable, but I also want it to look nice, and it's got to fit this space.
Yep.
And then it's got to be the right color because we already have gray walls, so we can't do a gray couch.
Yep.
You know, so it's like you start like looking, and you're like, well, this is gonna look weird with the floor. It ends up being more than what you think. Like just
know.
the thought process. And you're like, okay, well, if we do this, then the rest of this stuff has to tie in with this. If you actually are like, you know, trying to make it all flow. And it ends up being kind of a lot of work. Like
Yeah,
it
it is.
takes more time than
me.
you think, and then it's kind of gets to be this thing that's kind of hanging over your head, and you're just like,
I know, and
I'll get around to it. I don't need to do it right now, and then you kind of just put it off, and you kind of just eventually do it. But if you can do it all at once, I mean, that's
Unless your girlfriend's an
Props
interior
off to
designer,
you.
that's got to help.
It did, yeah, a lot. It helped, but like it still is. I just was thinking back to you look so forward to the closing date, and you get to it, and you're like, sick, we can move in, and you almost forget that you have to buy a whole bunch of furniture.
Yeah.
And then
more work.
when you start to learn to buy the furniture, then all those questions that CJ just said come up.
You're like, this is a sick couch, but it won't fit.
They don't
This
make
thing
like a
is way
slightly
too
smaller
expensive.
version.
I'm not trying to buy that, and then yep,
Yeah, and I'm trying not to let it like affect what I'm doing here. You know,
exactly.
you got to be locked in here.
That's another struggle too. It's like as we grow up, like there's certain things. I mean, we always want to get to like our appointments and this and that, but sometimes you just gotta like take a half day to like do what
Figure out your
but,
life.
Yeah, but like sometimes, I mean, to me, it like feels lame. Like I don't want to take a half day to go pick up a couch.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to do that. But like you
they
know,
deliver
other-
that stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what
thing
I do.
too.
But,
Like whatever you can
anything,
do,
yeah.
like pay just a little bit more to just make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one advice I can give you. And like a lot of times they'll be like, "Oh, you have to be home when they're like delivering that shit." Call them
Yeah.
and just be like,
Good
"Yo,
point.
give them the door code," and then just change that shit right
Just
after.
be like, just throw the shit in the garage or
Dude,
wherever.
yeah, it is like it's so fucking time consuming and annoying. Honestly,
I remember you having to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, you're right. They always want you there when they deliver it. Yeah, you're right.
dude, it's fun
Pay a
though.
little
Like
extra.
honestly, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. You're right.
Because it's just like, you know, it's just like building blocks of your life, and everything is like, you know, kind of something to look forward to once you're like are kind of like building a space that, you know, you're making more and more yours.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, exciting to come home to. And once it does come together, like it'll come together like way longer than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been in my house for a year and a half now, and like just the other day, me and Greta like added some stuff to it, and I was like, this place actually came together pretty good.
Yeah.
And like up until that point, there's just like awkward space everywhere because like you have nothing and you don't have like little things to put on places to like look nice.
Decorations.
It's just decorations. And then after you do, you like go into like your mom's house or like one of your friends' family's house, and you're like, you guys did a great job decorating in
Yeah,
here.
there's lots of little
Because I
knickknacks
know
around
that
here.
all this little shit adds up. It takes time. It costs money when it's just like this little thing sitting here doing nothing. But it's like that cost $100 or $50 or whatever it is, and it's like, hey, man, Good on you, because you did a great job
You
here.
did it.
I like when I walk into like your dad's house. I'm like, Randy, you know what? I know you're a busy guy, and this couldn't have been easy. So good on you.
Yeah, that is true. My dad, for you guys to know, is he builds houses. So I am kind of excited for that because I feel like I have a little bit of that side of creativity in me. So I'm excited to hopefully use that, and I might end up hating it. We'll see very soon. But I'm excited to try at least and see if I can make it our own.
And obviously, once you get it done, the rewarding feeling it's pretty good. Hop back on that couch or have your first meal, or you know, I guess not your first meal, but that meal where it really feels like, wow, the dining room is set up. Yeah, you can't beat that.
I did always think that people that decorated for holidays, I was like, why would you ever do that? And now I'm kind of like, I'd have trick-or-treaters,
Oh, no,
dude. I'm
Me
like,
and Greta do that shit now too.
decorate?
I used to think that too. I was
Like,
like, why
why
would
would-
anyone buy like Christmas stuff to like put around the house?
yeah, I was like, this is
And
so
then-
dumb.
Yeah, and then we'll like get like little Santas and put it there, and like I'm naming all the Santas or like the little like
Damn, dude.
things. I'm like, I'm such a bitch, dude. But this is so great.
Yeah,
I bought that little $65 Santa to sit on my shelf.
It just seems like so much work, and then there's levels to it. You could obviously get a tree, put some lights out front, and put a few decorations up or whatever. But like,
Or you could have the whole like
but taking
Menards
down-
display.
taking down all of your current decorations and then replacing them with Christmas ones, and then taking all of those down and replacing them with Easter ones, and you know, like I'm talking like almost all the decorations in your house being like themed.
That's tough.
Man, it's just like if that's what you're into, go for it. But like, don't. Yeah, I guess it can be fun, but
I know for sure that one year, my dad and I, when it was just him and I living together,
just had a tree.
no, we put up the 4th of July decorations and we took down the 4th of July
For
stuff to
Christmas.
put up Christmas. We didn't leave Christmas up until July, but I remember taking flags downstairs and being like, damn, probably should have done that sooner.
That actually kind of fires me up for Christmas. Getting a good old Christmas tree.
Wow,
Yeah.
can't beat that.
You guys do real trees or fake trees?
Fake.
Either.
Fake.
Either.
think
Fake's way
dude,
easier.
fake.
Real's way cooler.
I ain't trying to burn my house down.
Real makes such a mess too.
I thought about
guess I
that. I
never-
was like, damn, I'm like in charge of something. Like when it's an apartment or something like that, you know, there's so many other people that could burn the place down that you
Doesn't
like.
really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
I've
really matter.
honestly-
But now you're like, damn, this is like mine that I could fuck up.
I never thought about. I shouldn't say never, but like I mean, grew up getting real trees, and it was never. It's like, oh, obviously we're gonna get a real tree, and it was never like, hopefully we don't burn the house down. I didn't hear that once, but you're right.
I feel like we're Menards right now. Like the season hasn't even started. We're talking about Christmas.
Yeah.
I didn't know other places don't have Menards. How do you live without a Menards?
Yeah, I think it's like a Midwest thing.
Yeah, Home Depot, Lowe's.
You guys have trick-or-treaters?
No.
A lot.
I guess
you have.
yeah.
Yeah, you're in
like,
a whole
we're in that,
neighborhood.
like nice neighborhood with lots of little kids, and we had like, I wasn't there. We were in Glamis.
You count?
but 86,
86
like different kids or
Groups?
groups. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot of
Yeah,
candy.
that was a lot. Yeah.
We were looking at bags of Halloween candy was out because we were gonna buy it for Heydays to have candy, and the thing it was like $30 for a bag of candy. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
And then right after Halloween, it obviously goes down.
It goes down. But you don't want to be the house that buys the old Halloween candy and then
But I got a question for you guys. Do you guys eat at your like dining room table? I know you guys have bigger setups, I guess, than where I'm in Fargo. Like our dining room table is like this small circle, and we don't have an island. Just straight up, don't eat at the dining room table, like ever.
Where do you
and
eat?
On the couch. You know, got a
Really?
nice like coffee table, like literally on the couch. And it's not necessarily because we have to have something on the TV by any means. That's
just
just
kinda
where we
makes
eat.
sense.
And so then I'm like, is this my life now?
Aren't
Like,
you worried that you're going to get it on the couch?
100%. 100%. Or if it's even later, like I'll come home late, like I got to eat, and then I'll eat in bed. And I'm just like, or let's say Sydney and I are eating together. I'll eat in bed, and she's like, don't spill on the bed. We just washed these sheets. And then I was like, I don't even want to eat in here.
Then why do you?
Sometimes if it's a really messy food, I'll just like stand and like hang out with her, you know, because it's only got a couple hours to hang out at night.
it's true.
But yeah, I'm just like, is this my life now? Am I like gonna be like a not eat in the dining room type of guy?
It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like those TV dinners back in the day, how they'd all have like the trays and you'd sit there and watch TV and you'd
Right.
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in like the
We should bring
70s.
those back.
But you didn't
like
have
modern
to
ones.
watch TV to
80s.
eat them, but I did like those.
That was sick, dude. I remember going to my grandma's. She'd set you up, lean back in the old comfy chair.
with the,
and then
are
she'd
you talking
bring
about
the
the
food out.
actual, the
That was like
actual
such
TV,
an old school thing to do.
The tray,
yeah,
not the
those
dinner.
were dope. Yeah, the tray.
But
yeah.
like the
Or
little tray thing that
flip up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, like
I
why
do
was
like
that?
those.
That was a thing, and then I think in like
I
Because they
love
didn't have
90s
phones to
in the
scroll on
'90s,
while
they
they
were
eat.
like everybody needs no TV on at dinner. I remember my parents.
Oh, really?
made that rule.
Right, that's what it was even like
Probably
pretty
was the same.
taboo. Like in the morning, I liked having the morning news on, but I think it was the millennial in me. I'm like, I just want to watch TV while I eat breakfast, and they're like, well, you don't need the TV on, but yeah, especially like then as time went by, it turned into like, well, might as well have the news on for supper and whatever's on.
Wheel of
Might as
Fortune
well.
for us always.
Grandpa.
It was always something. Not me now, my family, like back in the day. But dude, now when I go in the sauna, I like want to watch YouTube. And the other day I sat in there. You didn't make it about 20 minutes in the sauna before you're really ripping. I kept scrolling by videos and I go, this one's 25 minutes long. Too long. It's too much of a commitment. I scrolled for 15 minutes. Never picked a YouTube video because they were all too long. And then I like the more I scrolled, I'm like, shoot, this one's 18, but I've already been in here for 10 minutes. So like now that one's too long. And I never picked.
You're really thinking that out. Huh?
Yeah, it was. Well, I didn't really think about it as it was happening, but then like I realized at the end that all I did was just scroll through YouTube and never picked a video.
But I think about this stuff. You get home at like a little later. We're filming late. You get home at 8. Yeah, you got time to eat. You got time to chat. Yeah, and then crush an episode or two of whatever you were watching. And like that's really it.
Yeah, not much at all.
And so it's like obviously I'm gonna eat while I watch that, and if it happens to be in the bedroom, then I guess. But yeah, I'm a messy person, so I'm
a messy person.
I get nervous about that.
Yeah, I don't trust myself to eat on my couch.
Really?
Yeah.
So you eat at your dining room table or at your island?
Both.
Yeah, if I had
Whatever.
an island, bro, the island would be where I'd hang out. I'd be like an island boy.
I wanted
be.
to sing it, but I really didn't want the audio
Yeah, it
out there,
wouldn't
me
be
singing
good.
that.
Oh, I could sing it for you.
Has anybody? You were saying that somebody clipped me saying if you ride a mountain bike, you're just trying to die. Has anybody seen any of those videos?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You ride a mountain bike, and you're just trying to die.
Let me see it.
Hurt
I
or
haven't
kill
seen it.
yourself,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
was my actual term.
That's sweet. I haven't heard that.
What do you?
but
Yeah,
I
you
remember
were like,
you
what are you
saying-
doing riding a mountain bike?
Yeah,
Are you
you
trying to
just-
hurt yourself?
Yeah, and
then,
I think
and then
it's
it's
accurate.
like a compilation of people like crashing.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny. But
Dude,
we
what?
met 2 kids. They were mountain biking.
Yep.
And he even said, he was like, yeah, it's the 3rd time I've broken my arm this year.
Yeah.
Broke this one, broke that one, and then broke this one again. I was like, doing what? He's like, mountain biking. And I'm like, see?
Dude, we met so many kids that had broken
Yeah.
I
bones,
know,
had
dude.
broken
Stuff they were
arms,
pulling
broken feet.
Shoulders and
Oh,
everything,
yeah, they were a
dude.
bunch of jam ups, honestly.
yeah, mountain biking, man. I follow this Instagram account called Pink Bike, and
Pink Bike?
every year it's one of the bigger mountain biking accounts, and they just repost everything, post a bunch of dope shit. And every Friday they post their fail Friday of all the mountain bike fails.
Oh my gosh.
And they are new. I'm sure they may be pulled from old, but like it's a new compilation of at least 10 crashes every Friday, and some of them are so gnarly. And I'm like, I can't believe you guys just post this every Friday, like, and people watch it and go like, I still want to go mountain biking.
Yeah.
I know,
After
dude.
seeing someone,
Yeah, it is gnarly, dude.
aggressive.
Just
and-
out on mountain biking.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it just seems like
That
all
it's
you
that
see is
downhill.
just slam.
Yeah.
That is straight up all I see.
The worst part, and I'm gonna get crucified for saying this, it's not even that cool. Like dirt bikes is so much cooler,
Yeah, you can at least look.
and I
cool or
understand
do
it's
something.
super hard, but like I don't necessarily like see a clip of some guy shredding down and like hitting a mountain bike jump, in the woods, and be like, that is fucking sick.
Dude, one time me and CJ were hanging out with our buddy Matt. Shout out Matt.
Matt.
So he had this mountain bike that, how it would have pedals on the top side and then on the bottom side, you could have like the strap in feet.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So
So
not clips, but
no,
just,
it was just like strap
loop- yeah,
in.
the
So
foot loop,
like, yeah, it was
whatever,
like
yeah.
the foot loop. Yeah, like kind of like sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah. We built this little plastic ramp at the bottom of the hill in the ravine, actually behind Big Wrench's house now, right there. So like Matt bombed the hill from the top, and we built this plastic ramp at the bottom, and he smokes this plastic ramp on his mountain bike, and he like kind of got off kilter and landed, and then like just went straight into the trees, but his feet were still stuck in the pedals, right? And so he's like in the trees with the bike on top of him,
All
and
tangled up.
me and CJ are crying, laughing, right?
As we do.
Like you can already see and hear me and CJ just go, "Ah!"
Bro, that
And
guy
Matt-
had so many
Matt
crashes.
is upside down in the trees going, I can't get my feet out. I can't get my feet out of the bags.
God, that guy was funny.
Those plastic ramps were such death traps. Like, I feel like everybody's had a good
But that's what I
spill
was
on
wondering.
it.
Are you talking about like you guys built the plastic ramp?
No,
or,
No,
we
like
just
the
took the
classic, like
plastic
X
ramp, just put it
Factor.
down there.
plastic
Yeah, the one
ramp.
that you put in the
well, you
sidewalk
kept saying
and it
build,
slides.
and I thought you had some.
We put
crazy
sand inside it
engineering
so
up
it
there.
wouldn't move.
It's a good idea.
Ooh, that was
Yeah.
good.
That as of late, I've just been seeing some videos of surfacing around of people. You know, the classic 12-year-old bike jump. So it's like a plank and some bricks, let's say.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing dudes on like motorized vehicles, whether it's a moped, a dirt bike, or something in between, and they're hauling ass at them and they're hitting them sitting down. If any of you guys have ridden, could guess what's going to happen? That's exactly what happens
You just seat
every
bounce
time.
and
Yeah,
endo?
they and they're just like eat all the shit. And they hit. I mean, the one that I saw looked like he was hitting at 30, just this little wedge, and he's sitting down on a moped. And
Was
just,
he on like a freaking Zuma?
yeah, and just got yardied across the pavement, and I'm just like, what did you? Or I've
Ouch.
seen a few of people hitting like skate ramps. You know, they're hauling ass at them, and it's like a little 2.5 foot, quarter. What do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, you're gonna nose heavy.
What is it with people jumping, man? I'm just not a jumper.
No, you are not
But
right.
but
Never wanna
here's
get off
that's
the
I guess
ground.
what I wonder is that so you're smart enough at least to like
Know that I can't.
But even on the most proper jump, I'm not trying to obviously put myself in a position to get hurt. So if I don't go too fast, I won't. So then what happens when they look at this jump and go, that's the jankiest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to hit it at 40.
I think that's because some people are cooler than me and have a little bit. They're just ready to send it.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Maybe.
Ryan. It's like your body has a magnet to the ground. Like no
Yeah,
matter
just
how
jump.
fast you hit something, you always get just like that far off the ground.
I know. What
Like
is that?
I don't know, dude. It's actually crazy. It's like, dude, just hit it faster and you'll hit it like the right speed, but you'll just get like that high off.
Like, are you guys like preloading off the jumps?
I don't
and
know.
stuff?
It's like you're just
well,
like
yes.
trying to
I would
just
say,
stay
yeah,
low.
you're-
Like
you're
you're
Just
just like
he'd be the best freaking motocross racer.
I'm
Dude.
just
yeah,
skimming
the
everything.
dude would just be.
But I would say
Yeah.
like if you have to, you don't have to preload. But if preloading is part of what we're doing to hit the jump, you're doing whatever the opposite of that is.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like
like you're
letting
like
it suck
taking
up.
all of it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
That's
keep in
the
mind,
thing. I like
it's not just
follow.
you. It's not just you that does that. There's plenty of people that don't like being in the air.
Yeah, Jake's not good at jumping either.
And
It's true.
they'll suck it all up right as soon as you're coming in. So a combination of not going fast enough and sucking it up, sucking it down,
Remember when we used to like jump the driveway
and that was
at,
it. That
at
was
Jake's, and he would case it every single time?
Yeah.
Like, no matter how fast he go,
No.
he would hit it
it.
like
No,
50.
I
he
saw-
would go
No,
as
'cause
fast
he
as he
just-
could.
He'd come in
No.
fast and then and as soon as he got to the lip, he'd like hit the brakes and let off and then
Yes,
slow
I
down.
Remember that very much of him hauling ass into it and then hitting the
Right
letting
at the
off.
end, letting
But I
off.
mean, I do remember when he like started to get good, and then he like cleared the driveway, and then he had one where, yeah,
I'm
one,
like,
he had one
He
where,
started to get good, and he could finally clear that driveway.
yeah, and then he like landed too deep, and then he's like, oh, I hit my nut so hard, like we're gonna need a bigger jump, boys.
Need a bigger driveway.
yeah.
That was funny.
Quads, man. It's just also wild to think, like, I mean, if he really had to, if we were like, Jake, 3 weeks from now, we're going to challenge you to a quad race or quad Olympics. I genuinely think he'd be able to, like, pull his own. Like,
For sure.
Yeah. But it is kind of funny to think, like, Evan and I, like, don't even really ride quads. And, like, I think we could give him a run
Just
for
bike
his money.
away.
For
Bike
sure.
awareness.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you guys.
I'd love to do that. I'd just like, Jake, let's fucking.
Ride some quads together, dude.
Yeah, yeah, but let's
I
like-
love that you guys are coming around to quads.
Dude, I've always thought they've been fun, and they're fun in their own ways. But like, here's the thing: a lot of our subscribers ride quads because it's just what you, as a younger kid, if your dad's not putting you on a bike, he's definitely putting you on a quad if he's into motorsports.
I think it's more so like if you grow up on a farm, you just kind of have a
Yeah.
quad or like a
Well, yeah, I
four-wheeler
guess
because it's
utility
more of a
rig.
utility
I
rig,
grew
and
up-
then you get to ride it because
Yeah, I grew up on a farm, and I grew up on quads.
like a
Utility
dirt
quads.
bike's not for any real
Yeah,
utility.
that's very true.
You know,
Why the hell did you grow up on a quad?
It's because my mom works in a hospital with kids who have been injured riding things. I think a lot of them got injured on dirt bikes, and she was like, a dirt bike is more dangerous. And like the the thing was, and
That's all
probably
it
because
really
my
takes.
dad rode quads too, not dirt bikes. So like it probably just made sense that I was on a quad. But I always say when people are like, what's more dangerous, quad or dirt bikes? A dirt bike, if you ride it, you're going to, out of 10 times, let's say, you're going to fall 5. A quad, you're going to fall once. When you fall on the dirt bike, you might break your arm, collarbone, something like that. The quad will fuck you up.
Especially
They're
if it's
so
a
big.
four-wheeler.
Yeah, when they're four-wheelers. Because, like, you can get away with so much on a four-wheeler, and then they just bite back. And
I mean, if it lands on you, if it rolls over on you. I just remember when I was a kid,
huge.
that's why, like, we never had a four-wheeler just because my mom's side of the family, they were, like, all farmers and just like, oh, you heard about the Johnsons over there. They were over on the farm, and the little boy was out on the four-wheeler, and it rolled over on him. He died. You know, like,
man,
that would be the
it's real,
story
which is
all the
scary.
time, you know? And, like,
really scary.
that'd be the situation. So, like, they just didn't want me riding a four-wheeler.
Oh, they made you cool and put you on a dirt bike, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan, even you started off with a glorified go-kart, and you had that thing for 3 hours, and we flipped it.
It wasn't the
I
first day,
forgot
was
about
it?
that. Yeah,
It
Ken,
was the first
Ken
day.
was riding past
Day,
us.
and it was
first
in
day.
my dad's driveway.
Yeah, we
Were they watching when you totaled it?
Yes.
How bad was it?
Ken, you were in it, yeah?
Yeah, I was in
fucking
it.
totaled it. It was
How? What'd you do?
I jumped the driveway and we
bucked.
came off sideways,
Yeah.
and it might have been because I was trying to drift and also jump at the same time, and we just
Flipped
Fuck.
we were
Ken
going,
was in there?
and then Ken was with me. I've crashed like 5 or 6 times with Ken. It's honestly amazing that guy gets in a car with me.
It's like the
What the
cutlass.
heck were you doing getting in there, Ken?
it. It was Brian's new toy, and it was fun.
How
yeah,
old
we
were
were just
you?
ripping around, dude. It was sick.
How old were you?
Young. I don't even remember.
I
A
don't
long
know.
time ago, though.
Yeah, I have pictures of it.
Like
but-
what? How fast was this thing? Was it one of the ones that you could get at Fleet Farm?
25.
No, it was what was the freaking name of the thing? I don't know.
Some Chinese thing that was.
Yeah, it was like pretty entry level go kart, but it had suspension and stuff. It was sick. And then I broke that one, and we fixed it and we sold it, and then I got a higher horsepower one. But I never did flip that one. I jumped it a little bit though.
Did you ever hop back in the passenger seat with him?
With Justin, I did because Justin also had one.
Mm-hmm.
Never with Ryan, though.
Yeah, smart.
I can imagine.
Man, I remember when we were filming. It was actually like before our shifter cart video. It just never got released after when we had the Cutlass.
Yep.
And Ryan jumped it in the middle of the night, and Ken was in the passenger seat.
Our
And,
first
like,
ever
that
crash.
fucking landing, dude. Like it just you hear it whoosh, and then it's just like
The airbags go off.
yeah.
Oh, the airbags. What did Ken
Cut to that
say in
clip.
that? He says something that's really funny.
Oh fuck! I hit my head.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
What? The airbags? Oh my god! That was so high.
Wait, did Ken hit his
No.
Ken, are you okay?
No, I'm good. I hit your back.
Face is no.
I can't.
But how you like
I hit the windshield.
Oh, you hit the windshield? Okay.
Holy shit! My face look like?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You
got
got hit
my
by
face
an
too.
airbag? Your
Yeah.
head.
Dude, you see it?
The windshield.
Did
no,
your
there's no
head?
way.
No, I didn't hit the windshield.
The airbag hit your face?
Yeah.
I think that's what he
Did
said.
your head hit the windshield?
No, I think it was the airbag exploded. But then, like, my face
But
went
him
into
compressing
the airbag.
into it pushed the airbag up into the windshield. But yeah, we had just our iPhones or whatever, and we had the flash on, and Ken, you were just like, oh.
There's airbag dust in the air. It was my first
Yeah.
airbag.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Always
good.
remember your first airbag.
I remember my first airbag.
I was with you.
I've
Yeah, it was
actually-
that.
wait,
it was that
what?
red Jeep that looked identical to Mike's.
Never
Yep.
been airbagged, I don't think.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know.
I just hope it's intentional when you get it. But I think it's like a
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a staple moment in your life. You get the airbag and it blows all your arm hair off and your face stings.
It's
Yeah.
much nicer with a helmet on.
Yeah,
When
I
it doesn't actually hit your face.
Dude,
definitely agree.
when my WRX airbag went off, it hit me so fucking fast. I was like, did I get hit in the face or what the
Yeah,
fuck
'cause
just
it's like,
happened?
psh.
It was like so quick because you know it's different, I guess, when you're maybe jumping like something. You're kind of like, all right,
Ready
the
for
airbag
this
might,
moment.
but you're just cruising on in your car at 80, and just all of a sudden, bam! Like you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
Because
My
you hit a
face
deer,
is, like
yeah?
stinging. Yeah, I hit 2 deer.
And then you can't see anything for a little bit. And
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you were just ripping down the road, not expecting it. So speaking of your first airbag experience, the video of Justin getting his first airbag is one of my favorites.
It really
Oh
is.
yeah,
That's
that
priceless,
was
man.
so funny.
And it's when drove a car into our friend's pond who ended up
Dude,
being
this
Mark.
was a good thumbnail.
Yeah, this was.
Really good
This was
thumbnail.
ahead of its time.
But yeah, that snippet that we'll watch shortly here, when dude Justin, I don't know, he just didn't know what he was in for.
Break it off.
Justin's discomfort begins.
Bro.
All right, here we go, boys.
Tit in the back seat.
I'm real. Should we pull the airbag? Or the airbag fuse? It's not bad with a helmet on. You guys ready? Honestly, I don't even know if you're gonna need to get a run up. I don't even think the airbags are gonna go off.
Dude. He goes down the driveway.
Dude.
Yo, yo,
so
go
scared.
back. I want to see what Tint does.
It's just like this.
I don't think Tim was
Dude.
even like seatbelted
They
in.
hit hard.
He just chilling.
Grab the center console.
Go back a second and then hit pause.
I want to get Justin's face
Yeah.
when the airbag goes off, the way he looks at it. This- right there.
Jake,
Oh no,
it's not that bad with a helmet.
he's already chilling,
Look
dude.
at Jake's. Look at Justin's reaction to what is happening, and look at Jake's. He's like, nice. He's like, I'm cool. This was cool. All good. Let's get out of the car. And Justin's like,
Also, what was kind of dope, like they didn't actually get hit by the airbags,
no, because
That's kinda nice.
It was a light impact.
and the
I think
seatbelt
with
locked
the
them, and then
yeah, it was all good.
How
That is
how
right.
did Justin end up in there?
He just volunteered. He hopped in.
kind of one of those things. It's like, shoot, it probably isn't too sketchy, and then he got in, and then regretted.
I love that he goes, I don't even think we're going to need a run up. They're already up on the road. And Jake goes, just a baby
goes
one.
in
And he
reverse.
goes
Puts
back
it in
even
reverse.
more.
That was good.
Everyone remembers the first airbag.
But like so many bits on the channel, CboysTV's got a lot of them.
Well, all right.
Good times.
I think that's a wrap.
Great times, man.
Let us know your first airbag story. Don't go get in one just to tell the story, but if you got one,
Yeah.
tell it, because honestly, I feel like everybody's got a good one.
Shit, boys. Now I feel like I need one. Again, hopefully it is on purpose with a helmet. I really don't think I have had one. So,
It's not that bad.
Your
with a
airbag
helmet
didn't
on.
go off when you hit the curb?
no.
No, that's good. That would have really told you.
Yeah,
Or
that would've
when
really
you, I
sucked.
guess, when you hit the
Yeah,
electrical
no,
box?
that would have really sucked. No airbags. But just had a buddy reach out today, said, got a free car for you. You want it? And I was like, yeah, it is weird because like we used to just buy peanuts like legit on the
Regular?
weekly or on the monthly or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, we could take another peanut. I don't know what we'll do with it. We obviously are kind of past those days, but sometimes Evan and I might just take it out late at night and then go toast it at the track.
You might end up with your first airbag.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, that's a wrap. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. See you next week.
Later.